Hey guys, so today has been kind of a day. We woke up around 11 or 12 and we made some breakfast and made some phone calls to reschedule some things. I got Dante's vaccine appointment scheduled for next Saturday, so that's always fun. Been trying to work with him, the whole watch me and sit. He gets sit pretty well. Watch me is a whole nother story, just because he's very puppy-like. He's very, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? So we're working on it. Quentin, my trainer at PetSmart, said that every hour you should take him outside. Let him go potty if he needs to go. If he doesn't go the next couple times, he doesn't go in the house or anything like that, then you can bump it up to an hour and a half, etc., etc. Keep going as far as you can. Since I'm home, he should be able to get housebroken pretty quickly. And then he also said that for how young he is, I should be able to work with him 5 to 10 minutes every hour. Now, I know some people say that that's a lot, and I feel like it is, but I feel like it's not at the same time. I work with him when I take him outside, because there's a lot more distractions, and then I also work with him a couple times when we're inside. So, hopefully he starts catching on really well. I don't know what the hand signal is going to be, because right now, when you have a treat and you put it down to them, you let them nibble on it, and then you say watch me, and you put the treat right here. Now, I'm not going to be able to do this, watch me, every time, so I'm going to try and get him used to, like, once he gets caught up with, like, what watch me actually means, then I'll try and hold the treat behind my back, watch me, and go from there. I don't think there's going to be a hand signal for that, just because I don't really know what the signal would be. Again, like I said, watch me is not a smart, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that would be a good hand signal. Sit, easy, I just raise my hand up and he sits. Down, I touch the ground, or point down, and he goes down. Everything else I have not even worked with him on. Next class we work on loose leash walking. And there was something else and I can't remember. But so far he's been pretty good. So he has not had an accident in the house yet, so that's good. But yeah, I just wanted to check in on it with you guys. And in case anybody is wondering, I actually just got done watching a service dog versus ESA video on YouTube. If anyone's wondering, I'm not going to be taking Dante out until he is fully trained to, like, non-dog places. So, like, once he's fully vaccinated, I'll walk him around PetSmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Hobby Lobby, Best Buy, places where dogs are allowed. Until he is fully trained for what all he needs to do, I will not be taking him to Walmart or restaurants or anything like that, until I know he is comfortable, I know he knows what he's doing, and I know that he's going to behave. Of course, right now he's, I think, 10 weeks, 11 weeks, yeah, 11 weeks, because next Saturday he'll be 12 weeks. On the 19th he'll be 12 weeks. So I'm not going to be taking him places. I don't have a vest for him or anything like that, just because he's obviously very small. Hopefully he grows, but I'm not going to be taking him anywhere. I will probably be getting a harness for him, just so he can get used to, like, the body, like, restraint, I guess is what I would call it, and then things like that. But I'm not going to be taking him anywhere until I know for a fact that he is okay to be there. Right now he still jumps, he still barks, he still pees and poops and places. Like in training yesterday, he took a squat and went right there. So, I mean, obviously I know he's not ready to be anywhere yet, and he's not fully vaccinated. Another thing is, so I don't know how many people really watch my videos. I don't know how many people have puppies or dogs and things like that, but I want to do a little section on Parvo. Parvo is what vets normally call a puppy disease. Now, that's not necessarily true. Puppies get it more because they're not vaccinated, but older dogs who are not vaccinated can also get it. It is a GI virus infection disease, and there is no known cure for it. Now, this video is probably going to be a little TMI, or this section of the video is going to be a little bit TMI. So, if your dog is vomiting, having diarrhea, not eating, all signs of Parvo. Now, the way that things work is you would go to a vet, you would get a Parvo test. A Parvo test is a pretty much Q-tip that they stick up their rectum to get a stool sample, and they mix it with a liquid and they put it in the test. They snap it down and you wait 10 minutes. Now, with that, if your dog is positive, has Parvo, most vets will recommend hospitalization. There are some in-home treatments that are a lot less expensive than that. Now, Parvo hospitalization in most hospitals will cost anywhere between $500 and $1,500, depending on how large your dog is, how long your dog has to stay, what medications your dog will be on, if they're eating, if they're not eating, if they're having extremely bloody diarrhea, if they're extremely nauseous, things like that. There is no known cure. As I previously said, they treat symptomatic until the dog's body can fight it on their own. Now, if your dog comes up negative, that does not mean that your dog does not have Parvo. There are ways that your dog can pop negative and still have Parvo. The next step would be a blood test, a CBC. If your dog has very little white blood cells, it's probably Parvo. They will probably treat it as if it is Parvo. Now, at my old job, there was a shepherd that came in that was extremely nauseous, extremely lethargic, having extreme diarrhea, not eating, everything. And we did a Parvo test, nothing. CBC came back normal. Everything came back normal on this dog. Well, it had been about a week. They had been in every single day to figure out what was going on with this dog. Well, one of the vets decided, you know what, I'm going to do another Parvo test. It's going to be on house. That's it. It came up positive. The dog had Parvo for a week, and we did everything we needed to do, and it did not show positive on any of the tests. Now, that's possible. It's very rare, but it is possible. Now, how is Parvo transmitted? It's transmitted through infected feces. Now, my dog goes only outside in my yard. Okay, that's fine. You never had a puppy before, you never had a dog with Parvo. Okay, you should be protected, right? No, not right. Flies land on feces and can land in your yard. That is a possible way of transmitting Parvo as well, is flies. If your dog is walking around in a pet store, in a house that had Parvo, can get it. And another thing is, if you had a dog with Parvo, most people think, oh, it'll go away in a month or two. No, Parvo is extremely resistant to everything. And Some vets say wait a year to bring a puppy into your home. Some people say never bring a puppy in your home again. An unvaccinated puppy. Even if it's a 2-year-old dog that you don't know the vaccine history, that's still considered a unvaccinated puppy. Now, one of the weirdest cases that I had ever heard of was a 11-year-old dog who had been in an outside enclosure for all of its life. It was a concrete enclosure, fence, everything. Never had vaccines. The owner had passed away and a family member had took the dog. The dog had never been exposed to parvo, never been exposed to anything. As soon as it got out, a week later it started having vomiting and diarrhea. That dog got parvo. 11 years old and the dog got parvo. So, oh, I have a 5-year-old dog that's never had vaccines, but it should be fine. No. Vaccines are extremely important. No, I'm not a vet. I've worked in different vet offices. I worked at an emergency vet up in Columbus, Ohio, and that was one of the best jobs that I ever had. But people always think that nothing is going to go wrong. You have to plan for these things. With me taking Dante to a training class without him being fully vaccinated, I am risking it. If Dante were to get parvo, it would completely break me. It would be very expensive and very heartbreaking because parvo does kill a lot of dogs if their body cannot fight it off, and you don't get to it as soon as you notice the symptoms. Your dog can dehydrate and be malnourished and pass. So with me taking Dante to training classes before he's fully vaccinated, I am risking that, and I am understanding that I am risking that. And another thing that I want to just add on here is when I say fully vaccinated, when I say vaccinated at all, I do not mean Tractor Supply vaccines. Now, for some people that works, but for most people that does not work. Vaccines need to be administered by a veterinarian at a vet office. Now, people at Tractor Supply are telling you, oh, it's okay to vaccinate your own dog, it's just when you get home, make sure that you refrigerate it and this and this and this. I have seen so many dogs come down with parvo that people are like, oh, they're fully vaccinated. Well, where did you get them done at? Oh, I did them myself. Oh, well, I'm sorry, but your dog has parvo. So this has been a public service announcement. I hope no one's dog gets parvo. I hate having to I hate having to do this video, but you know, one of my friends just got an 8-week-old pit mix puppy and she didn't even know what parvo was. She's going to be taking her dog to her job where people are in and out all the time, and I'm just like, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Dante doesn't to go outside. He doesn't leave the house unless it's for training or to the vet office. And the vet office is another scary place because so many dogs come in. When I take Dante to the vet office, I carry him everywhere. I don't even let him down in the room because vet offices see parvo. Vet offices see a bunch of different diseases. So I just hope that this gets to somebody where somebody knows, like, oh wow, I didn't know that. I hope this educates somebody because parvo is a very scary disease, and it's I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just wanted to let you guys know that, you know, parvo is something serious to be considered. But I will be back on here in a little while. This video is probably going to be like 20 minutes long. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know it's been a public service announcement by me. But yeah, so I will vlog with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so as you guys just saw, those were my bath bombs. Hi. Those were my bath bombs. Not a fan. Not my best. The water looked very murky and dirty. It smelled okay. It wasn't really that much though. But yeah, so I will vlog tomorrow, guys. Sorry about the Parvo rant earlier. It's something that really it really affects me. Not really affects me, but it grinds my gears, I guess is the way to word it. So anyway, I will vlog tomorrow. I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow. Andrew's doing 4 hours of his community service. So there's that, but I will vlog tomorrow, guys. Bye, guys.